What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Floyd Mayweather sat down with M Live. Shout out to M Live. The link will be in the description, and he did an interview with them. He said some interesting things I figured I would share with you. In this interview, they're talking about basically maturity and evolution. He was saying some of the same things, the cars, the flashy glamour, and money. It's not all about that anymore. He's prioritized. He says it's about his kids now, putting them through school, making sure they have a better life, and ultimately leaving his legacy onto his kids. So it's all about his children. I noticed in this interview he was very low key. In the past, he's had more animated interviews, and I noticed he hasn't really been talking too much shit to Pacquiao. He hasn't been doing too much trash talking versus the Hatton fights, the Mosley fight, Victor Ortiz, etc. So maybe it's a sign of maturity. Maybe it's a front. Who knows? But in this interview, he was very low key, just answering some questions. Then they started talking about Mayweather Promotions, his business. And for whatever reason, the interviewer brought up Andre Ward. He said, "What are your thoughts on Andre Ward?" Mayweather replies that he heard Andre Ward signed a deal, and that's good for him, referring to the Rock Nation deal, of course. Mayweather always tries to play like he doesn't know names and stuff. Like, I know he pays attention, but he always act like he never seen tape and doesn't know it was Jay-Z's Rock Nation. But anyway, he talks about that. He pays homage to Andre Ward, saying he's a very skilled fighter. But the interviewer asked him, "Hey, would you like to sign a guy like Andre Ward if it were up to you?" And he said, "Actually, if I'm making a business decision, I would rather sign someone like Adrien Broner." That's what Mayweather said. And I know some of you guys are going to think it's controversial, but if you know anything about business, I actually understand what he's talking about. And what he's saying is Adrien Broner is a wild child. He's the boxing villain. He's a charismatic personality with extremist fans. Like, you either love him or hate him or whatever, but people pay attention. And you can go to any Fight Hype, ES News, or whoever's videos with Adrien Broner. The view counts in the comments are usually pretty active. Like, people pay attention. And some of the people, a lot of the people probably hate Broner, and they still pay attention, still comment on all his videos. So what he's saying makes sense to me. He's saying, and I'm from the Bay, so like I have the utmost respect for Andre Ward, but I also understand business. And like I said, I'm a Bay Area dude. I love Andre Ward. He's a skilled fighter. But what he's saying makes sense. Andre Ward he's SOG. He's more mild mannered. He's not really confrontational unless you present him with, you know what I mean, some bullshit. But he's very chill. He's a family man, you know what I mean? Versus Adrien Broner, who's this like loose cannon. Sometimes he gains a ton of weight. He raps, he dances on the way out and stuff like that. So from a business perspective, yeah, of course. It's like if I worked at HBO and I was an executive at HBO and I'm working on 24/7 and they said, "Hey, would you rather do this 24/7, Andre Berto versus Victor Ortiz, or Sergio Mora versus Sam Solomon?" Of course I'm going to pick Ortiz Berto. They have bad blood. Victor Ortiz says some crazy shit in interviews. He's in shape, so he has intense trainings. Berto's going to talk shit. There's, you know what I mean? There's a rivalry there. It's like simple mathematics versus Sergio Mora, who's not really a charismatic personality. I'm not bad mouthing the dude. I don't know him, but I'm just saying he's not. It's kind of bland. You know what I mean? Like him versus Sam Solomon. What kind of buildup is that going to be? That's my point. So what Mayweather is saying makes sense. Whether you hate Broner or love him or whatever, people pay attention to him. And that's pretty much what he's saying. And as a business, you have to consider those things. And this is no different than the networks. The networks pick up fights like, oh, Canelo Kirkland? Yeah, sign us up. We seen Kirkland's last fight versus Glenn Tapia. Yeah, we'll pick that up on our network because they know that it has a potential to be an action fight, get good ratings. They're going to do it in Texas. Canelo has a huge fan base in Texas. Kirkland is from Texas. So it makes business sense. And as you guys know, boxing is a business. So that's basically what he was saying, just to get clarification. I know some people are still going to dispute it. Then the other thing he said that was interesting was he said he's seen Golovkin, and Golovkin's a good fighter. But if he was to see Andre Ward versus Golovkin, he picks Andre Ward hands down to beat Golovkin. And I also agree with that. And it's no Bay Area bias. I just think if Golovkin is going to move up to 168, then it's a different ball game. I've never seen his power at 168, so I don't know if it's going to be as devastating at 160. Plus, when you're slugging against a guy like Martin Murray with no punching power at 160, it's different than a former gold medalist who got the gold medal at light heavyweight, who also happens to be a skilled, smart fighter. Now, I could picture this being a good fight. That's why I want to see it. I'm not saying Triple G has no shot. Triple G, I can even picture him possibly knocking Andre Ward down, like Darnell Boone did. But all in all, when it's said and done, I would pick at 168. I would pick Andre Ward to beat Triple G. And I don't want to hear no bullshit. I've been a fan of Triple G before some of you guys even had YouTube accounts, and I was telling people that Triple G is the dude to watch for. So it's a fight. You got two fighters. I know some people are going to be like, oh, you just hate Triple G. You're just siding with the Bay. No, it has nothing to do with that, because I actually like both, and I'm a fan of both, and I'm a fan of boxing. But I keep it real on my channel, and I think at 168, Andre Ward beats him. Now, if the fight were to happen after Willie Monroe and Ward hasn't fought, then it's a interesting fight, even more interesting, because Andre Ward's been very inactive and hasn't fought often. So Golovkin's been a lot more active. But if Andre Ward, let's say, fights in June like he's supposed to, and has like a tune-up or two, and he looks like the same Andre Ward, like he picks up where he left off versus Edwin Rodriguez, then I would pick him. But if he looks like shit or something, then, you know what I mean, I would reanalyze those statements. But I mean, I agree with Mayweather. As of right now, Golovkin and Ward at 168, I would definitely swing towards Andre Ward. It's a good fight for both, but that's just my honest opinion. Let me know what you guys think of Mayweather's comments of signing Broner over Andre Ward. Do you agree with that statement? And who would you pick to win at 168? Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, or Andre Ward? Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.